Inside the labyrinth of her mind is a gateway, connecting the threads of reality to the dream world. But with dreams come nightmares. Prepare yourself for the next action-packed episode of Legend of the Brave Rose. Let her beauty enchant you while her sword slays you. Up next, only on StarPlanet DARKSIDE.
You know what? After the last episode, I had to go back and play it.
Play what, Trini?
Shaq Fu, dude. What do you think?
Oh, did you get the taste of some member berries, darling?
Some what?
Member berries.
What the hell are member berries?
This is a South Park reference. Anyway, how'd you go?
What a load of steaming crap. How could you own that?
It's not that bad. I thought it was like mid. And besides, it was the 90s and it had Shaq. Everyone loved Shaq.
Well, yeah, boy, Shaq makes a crap game.
Hey, it's not Shaq's fault. We love Shaq. I mean, I'm no different to the next guy. I'd love to believe that Shaq was sitting in his mum's basement programming his own video game, but unfortunately, that's not real in any reality. But he did fund and act in the Shaq Fu movie.
The what?
Cinematic Genius.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he did.
No way, that game did not get a movie.
Oh, yeah, it did?
No.
Oh, hell yeah, it did.
A movie?
Several, actually.
No.
That game killed it in Universe 316, 1740, 899, 326. Like, it was really big there. The movies did gangbusters, too. Like, look, there's your boy Memphis.
I can't believe I'm seeing this.
Yeah, it was great. Hour and a half of, like, Shaq fighting shit.
So there is a hell.
Like I said, it was cinematic genius.
I'm in shock.
Yeah, strangely enough, it didn't do well in Universe 32, 34, 33, and 36, which are universes of just Shaquille O'Neal.
The hell?
Work that out.
Whatever, so can Shaq even act?
Shaq does his best. We don't hold that against Shaq. We love Shaq.
So what you're saying is he can't act?
You can't hold it against someone for trying.
It sounds like you're a big fan then.
Are you a fan if you appreciate the effort put in?
So you've seen all of Shaq's movies then?
Thankfully, there's not a lot to hunt down. Like, all but one, Trini.
And what's the one?
An insignificant...
You okay?
Sorry.
An insignificant
what the hell?
speck in the grand tapestry
How the hell did you do
of
that?
Universe Alpha.
Dude.
Pine Bluff,
Pine Bluff?
Arkansas.
Okay.
Never knew the horrors that lurked beneath the veil of reality.
What the hell are you talking about?
But on the fateful night of November 26th, 1941, the cosmos itself shuddered as the unthinkable came to pass.
How the hell do you do that with your
From
voice?
the smouldering depths of the infernal abyss, the gates of hell groaned open.
This is amazing.
Spilling forth unholy fire and a darkness older than time itself.
Normally you sound like an absolute tool.
And from that darkness emerged a figure wreathed in
But
shadow.
this I like.
His form shifting between terror and temptation. Satan? The Prince of Lies.
What's he doing there?
The Defiler of Worlds.
The Defiler of Worlds?
Had stepped onto mortal soil.
This is metal.
His crimson gaze scanned the land.
I hate metal.
Searching, hungering.
So he skipped lunch?
His purpose.
Yeah?
To defile.
That asshole.
To plant a seed of wickedness that would fester for generations.
That sounds so like him.
With a whisper that could melt the will of saints.
Dude.
He seduced the first woman he found.
Whoa.
Her fate sealed the moment she met one, his burning eyes.
Dude, how are you doing this?
And in a night of unholy passion,
oh, jeez,
he sowed the seed of something monstrous.
That can't be good.
9 months later, on October 26th, 1942,
yeah, and that was a great year
the
and
world
all.
trembled as the infernal spawn clawed its way into existence.
Dude, how do you do this?
This child, this abomination,
seriously,
was not born of love, nor chance, nor divine will.
Okay, fine, I'll just let you finish.
Its purpose was written in the blackest stars before the dawn of
Do you
man.
know what you sound like?
It was crafted for a singular destiny.
You sound like you're a narrator
one that would
for
alter
Warhammer
the course
40K.
of history in ways no mortal could comprehend.
Oh my God, you so
the
do.
The demon had one mission, one purpose, one terrible fate. And that was to write and direct the 1997 cinematic disaster piece known as Steel.
Steel?
The doomed adaptation of DC's John Henry Irons.
Who?
Starring none other than Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh wow, that sucks.
The film would be a catastrophe of biblical proportions.
No shit, look at it.
A tragedy so immense, it would stain the very soul of cinema.
What the hell is he wearing?
Echoing through eternity as a cautionary tale of hubris,
yeah, this doesn't look like a bright idea.
Miscalculation, and unspeakable artistic folly. And so, the dark prophecy was fulfilled.
Dude, how the hell did you do that with your voice?
Do what with my voice, Trini?
You're such a dick.
Calm down,
So
Trini.
it sounds like you're never going to watch that movie, huh?
Trini, I will never watch that movie for as long as I live. No matter how many times I get sent the torrent.
Piracy is bad.
A never-ending supply of perpetually naked virgins
What?
trained only to pleasure me in groups
Oh
of
my God.
specifically 3 at a time, while the others
Oh my God.
watch and pleasure themselves.
Ew,
Couldn't
you freaking
never get me
weirdo.
to watch that movie.
What if they all looked like Ayumi Kurihara, Masami Odate, and Azuki, all wearing foxtail butt plugs? You'd watch it then, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, you need to clear your search history.
The fuck? Stay out of my room, Mom.
Answer the question.
What?
Foxtails, rookie. Foxtails.
Yeah, okay, I'd watch it for the foxtails.
Huh? You need to be on a registry, pervert.
Screw you, Trini. You kind of backed me into a corner there.
You could have lied.
You could have shut up.
Whatever, weirdo.
You know what? I wasn't going to say anything, but you've forced my hand, Trini. Your show needs more pizzazz.
What do you mean it needs more pizzazz?
It's a little.
A little dull?
Look, I've been looking at the analytics and.
What's wrong with my show?
Nothing, Trini. Nothing. Nothing
What are you
is wrong
saying
with
then?
your show. It's just.
What's wrong with my show? Yeah?
I took it upon myself to choose a manga for you to cover in the next
What
episode.
manga?
I think it would be good for the channel.
Yeah?
For you to cover
For
this.
me?
For you.
So this is for me.
More so for you to just cover this
What
one.
manga?
I really think the true champions of the cause will really connect with
What
this one,
manga?
that's all. Fist of the Last Season.
No freaking way.
It fits with the whole Happy Evil Crew showcase thing
No
you're
way.
doing.
I'm not going to let you turn my show into a rookie
Trini,
show.
Names are not cool. What's in now is the, okay? The strokes. I can't see you.
look, Trini, it's not up for debate.
You asshole.
Okay? Do the sperm book.
This is a mistake.
It is brilliant.
You're an idiot.
Hey, Arius.
Greetings, dear travelers.
What's going on, dude?
Oh, you know, hanging out, being omnipotent
Arius, rookie hates our show.
I never said I hated it.
is a little dull.
What?
Told you.
My show's not dull.
Can we please talk about something
Can I
else?
ruin your childhoods again?
No, not again.
Yeah, I'm with Trini on this one. I'm still trying to wash the sludge out of my mouth from last time.
Maybe next time then.
Hell yeah, next time.
No, never again.
Yeah, Arius, can you load episode 4 of Legend of the Brave Rose,
I am not
please?
doing Fist
Use
of the Last Scene.
screenshots. I don't need a copyright strike.
Loading.
Thanks,
Are you
buddy.
listening to me?
Smoke? You guys smoke? No. Yeah, you do now. You like that? Smoke them up, Johnny.
Greetings, true champions of the cause. I am the tenebrous Arius Valo, and I once again welcome you to today's episode of StarPlanet DARKSIDE. Today's episode is brought to you by Blinky Boy Streetwear, the perfect combination of anime, punk rock, and street art that is sure to turn heads. Visit blinkyboy.shop today and explore their latest lines and designs. On today's episode of StarPlanet DARKSIDE, we will once again return to the world of the legend of the Brave Rose. In our last episode, our heroine Rose, armed with her glowing katana, began cutting down the nightmarish horde that surrounded her. Her bravery scattered the weaker beasts and sowed chaos among the horde, culminating in a chilling betrayal as the nightmares turned on their deserters, devouring their own. Just as the battle reached its peak, a commanding voice pierced the night, silencing the chaos. A shadowy figure dismissed the horde with a snap, reducing the nightmares to black dust. As the figure stepped into the light, Rose was flooded with memories of a time long forgotten. Transported back to the dream world, Rose embarked on a breathtaking flight with Shinzai, soaring above a mesmerizing tapestry of colors and landscapes. Despite her initial fear, she embraced the thrill of the journey, her spirit soaring with newfound freedom. The pair descended toward a distant cliff, where an enigmatic figure awaited them. As Rose approached, the woman introduced herself as Hikaru, the protector of the gate, and Rose's great-great-grandmother. Stunned by the revelation, Rose stood at the brink of a life-altering journey, her destiny entwined with secrets and legacies she had yet to uncover. Now let's return to the snow-filled landscape of the legend of the Brave Rose. Episode 4. A rose, no matter how beautiful, still has to contend with her thorns. The snow crunches softly under the entity's slow, deliberate footsteps as it approaches Rose. Its voice cuts through the frigid air like a blade, low and haunting. "Such a beautiful vision before me," the entity says. "It's been so long, Rose. So very long." The footsteps stop, and an eerie stillness takes hold. "You don't come to see us anymore. I've missed that face of yours. Granted, I'm sure it's not by choice. The old woman did her best, didn't she?" Rose tightens her grip on her katana, her knuckles whitening. Her voice, sharp and controlled, slices the silence. "Bathika." The entity tilts its head slightly, an unsettling hint of glee creeping into its tone. "Oh, you remember me? How delightful. Truly it is. Because I never forgot you, Rose. Let's have a look at you." From the darkness within the entity's chest emerges a pale, lifeless face with doll-like eyes. Its head snaps sharply to the side, the neck cracking audibly. A chilling smile spreads, revealing a void of blackness where its mouth should be. Rose starts to speak, her voice trembling slightly. "Return to your realm." Bathika cuts her off. "We both know that's not going to happen, Rose. Save your breath." Rose steadies herself. "How did you get here, Bathika?" The entity's head snaps to the opposite side, its smile widening. "Ah, the million-dollar question, isn't it?" Bathika continues, its voice dripping with mockery. "The old woman did her best to seal the gate. But time catches everyone, Rose. Her sight went long before you showed up with that pretty little face." Rose narrows her eyes, holding her ground. "She missed the tiniest crack," Bathika whispers, leaning forward slightly. "But we didn't. Lord Zagaga, in all his majesty, saw that crack as if it were daylight." Bathika pauses, letting the weight of its words settle. "The crack was too small for a being like Lord Zagaga to pass through, but the parasites? Oh, they were just the right size. They slipped in, grew stronger, and we watched you fight for your life every night." Rose's composure falters, her grip shaking on the katana. "For years we've been working, Rose, breaking you down, night after night. The attacks, the sleeplessness, the heartbreaks from the ones you couldn't confide in. It was all by design. Every ounce of your suffering widened that crack in the gate." Her scream tears through the air, raw and uncontained. Bathika's joy becomes more twisted. "The bigger the crack, the more nightmares we could send. Did you even notice, Rose? Or did you go so mad you stopped paying attention?" Rose's trembling hand grips the hilt of her weapon tighter. "We poisoned you from the other side, Rose," Bathika says with venomous satisfaction. "We poisoned you." Rose's second scream is one of anguish and fury. "They call you the poisoned Rose now. Do you know that? That's why no one stays, why no one gets close. They know you're tainted." "Shut up, nightmare." Rose's voice breaks as she yells. Bathika presses on, unrelenting. "You've been marked, Rose. You're a curse to everyone around you." "Shut your godforsaken mouth, monster," Rose roars, her voice echoing through the barren park. Bathika leans closer, its elongated neck twisting grotesquely from the darkness of its form. Long, sinewy arms stretch from its chest, clawing at the snow and sinking into the frozen earth. "The crack is so wide now, Rose, that I'm here, and I'm going to tear it apart." From within the ragged shroud draped over Bathika, a dark, elongated figure begins to emerge. The tattered shell it leaves behind floats eerily above the snow-covered ground, hollow and lifeless. Rose instinctively takes a step back, her heart pounding as her eyes trail up the towering figure. Its long limbs stretch and crack, the grotesque proportions bending unnaturally. The air grows colder, each breath forming clouds that hang heavy in the stillness. Bathika's new form tilts its head downward, the pale, lifeless face locked in an unnerving grin. Slowly it raises one spindly arm and plunges its claw-like hand into the center of its chest. A low, guttural growl escapes its maw as it begins to pull. The sound of tearing flesh echoes across the snow. With a sickening wet sound, Bathika draws a jagged, blackened sword from its chest. The blade drips with an inky substance that hisses and sizzles as it hits the snow. Bathika throws its head back, letting out a distorted, guttural scream that twists into mocking laughter as it lifts the weapon, its crooked form gleaming in the dim light. Its voice erupts in a harsh tone. "Let's see what you've got, you crazy bitch." The sinister laugh that follows reverberates through the icy landscape, clawing its way into Rose's very soul. She plants her feet, the katana trembling slightly in her hands. The snow beneath her boots crunches as she readjusts her stance, her breath steadying. Fear claws at her composure, but her determination burns hotter than ever. Okay, true champions of the cause, let's take a break. We'll be right back after these messages. You are watching StarPlanet DARKSIDE.
What do you think so far, Trini?
Not gonna lie, I got a bit worried when Violator's giant phallus protruded from Mephis's mom's chest.
Wow, a lot of sexual innuendo in today's episode.
Well, that's your fault. Besides, it really did look like Violator was happy to see us for a bit there.
I can't wait to see you on your next Among the Subterranean.
I'm not doing it.
You're doing
You
it.
always have to screw with me, don't
Oh,
you?
there's so much I could say in response to that statement.
What?
There's a lot of sexual innuendo on this episode.
Dude, shut up.
In a world beyond the stars, where ancient forests whisper secrets of forgotten power and shadowed mountains guard the edges of time, there lies Amzot, a realm of untamed wonder, bound by honor and blood, the Herculoids. The Herculoids.
No matter where you are in the universe, there's always one place that feels like home. A place where the fries are fresh and the drinks are cold. A place where the burgers are always cooked to perfection. Every time, everyone knows the galaxy's best burgers are on StarPlanet. Starries, eat in or eat out, but always eat the best.
Are you okay? Dang, that's why I didn't put it right there.
Welcome back. Let's continue. The scene opens with a series of sweeping shots, showcasing the dream world's ethereal beauty. Vibrant skies shift with hues of pink and white. Rivers of glowing water carve their way through lush fields of softly shimmering grass. The camera glides past towering, otherworldly trees with leaves that hum faintly, as if alive. Over this montage, the conversation between Hikaru and Rose can be heard. "I can see that all this is a lot to take in, Rose," Hikaru says, her voice calm and soothing. Yeah, that's an understatement," Rose replies dryly, a touch of humor masking her unease. "It was the same for me," Hikaru continues, her tone thoughtful. "Learning I was of royal lineage and the chosen protector of a gate that bridges a reality that exists on a physical plane to one that was created by the collective consciousness of all the souls that inhabit the physical one." "Yeah, okay," Rose interjects with a groan. "I'm not understanding any of this. Can you explain it again, and maybe a little bit more simple?" The visuals shift, transitioning to a serene, dreamlike forest. The trees tower overhead, their branches glowing faintly with soft, multicolored light. Small orbs float gently through the air, emitting a faint chiming sound. The two figures walk side by side along a winding path, their footsteps silent on the ground. Hikaru chuckles, her warm laugh echoing lightly in the stillness. "Of course, my dear. I'm just so happy to finally be able to talk to you," she says, glancing at Rose with a kind smile. Rose walks quietly at her side, her gaze flickering between the fantastical forest around them and Hikaru. Despite her confusion, there's a spark of curiosity in her eyes. "So, try me again," Rose says after a moment, her tone more open now. Hikaru nods, folding her hands in front of her as she begins to explain once more. "All right, think of it this way. This world you're in, it's not just a dream. It's a manifestation of something deeper, created by the collective thoughts, emotions, and memories of all living souls. The gate I protect is the bridge that connects these two realities. And you, Rose, you are a part of this lineage, whether you like it or not. This divine obligation skips to every fourth generation. My daughter did not come here, neither did her daughter, and your mother was the same." Rose raises an eyebrow, tilting her head. "So, I'm like, what, a guardian in training or something?" Hikaru smiles knowingly. "You might say that. But don't worry, we'll take it one step at a time." Rose glances around, still processing the strange yet captivating world. "So, if this is the dream world, does everyone come here?" she asks, breaking the silence. "Yes, Rose," Hikaru replies gently. "Every night, whether they remember it or not, everyone visits this place in their slumber." "Does everyone dream of ancient Japan?" Rose asks, a teasing note in her voice as she gestures to the surrounding scenery. Hikaru laughs, a warm and melodic sound. "Oh no, Rose. The dream world reflects the desires and imagination of each soul. Everyone sees it differently. You, however, are seeing this place as it truly is. So, the dream world is ancient Japan?" Rose presses, raising an eyebrow. "Not exactly," Hikaru explains patiently. "This part of the dream world resembles the era when our kingdom was created, when humanity first began to dream. Each kingdom reflects the time of its creation. Only our kingdom looks like this." "Right. And there are 5 kingdoms, right?" Rose asks, trying to piece it all together. "Correct." Hikaru nods. "So, there are 5 gates?" Rose asks again, her curiosity growing. "There were 5 gates," Hikaru says, her tone tinged with sadness. "Now, there are only 4. Rose frowns. Oh, okay. And they're north, south, east, and west, right? The northern gate is the gate of wind. The southern gate is the gate of earth. The western gate is the gate of water. And the eastern gate, our gate, is the gate of fire. Rose tilts her head, intrigued. So, what happened to the fifth gate? It was destroyed, Hikaru replies solemnly. Destroyed? Rose echoes, her voice laced with concern. Yes, thousands of years ago, during the Great Battle. The two come to the edge of a cliff overlooking the vast landscape. The view is awe-inspiring, but Rose's gaze is drawn to a dark, foreboding area far off in the distance, a jagged, nightmarish blemish on the otherwise pristine world. Hikaru's expression darkens as she stares at the shadowy region. The fifth gate belonged to the kingdom of metal, she begins. It is ruled by an entity named Lord Zagaga, who manifested from humanity's fear and capacity for great evil. Zagaga was one of the original 5 guardians, but he was different. The others saw it even then. Whatever life he lived before arriving here left him twisted, with a rotten and decaying core. When it came time to teach his heir, he killed him without hesitation. Rose's eyes widen. But Shinzai told me I couldn't die here, that I'd just wake up. True, for the moment, Rose, Hikaru says. But when your soul finally leaves the physical plane, you will come here to live your life again. And then, you can die here. That is why it's so important for us to teach you how to exist here before that happens. Zagaga found a way around this. It turns out he was a powerful witch in the real world. He used his dark magic to access his gate, entering the physical plane. Rose listens intently, the gravity of Hikaru's words sinking in. This is why I've never met you until now, Rose, Hikaru continues. A protector of the gate is forbidden to cross over. Everything is energy, and in the real world, that energy is amplified tenfold. Because of this, we act like lightning rods, drawing the energy into ourselves. But there is more darkness in the real world than here, and that darkness will corrupt and transform you. Hikaru's voice grows heavier. When he killed his heir, it created a surge of dark energy. That energy was drawn into him, mutating his soul. He crossed back through the gate before he could be destroyed. But when he returned through the gate, he was no longer the same. He had become the first nightmare. The first nightmare, Rose whispers, almost to herself. Hikaru nods grimly. The darkness made him stronger. He began crossing into the real world repeatedly, taking on monstrous forms and feeding on fear. His actions created the myths of demons and monsters. Rose shakes her head in disbelief. Whoa. The other guardians noticed the corruption seeping into the dream world. The kingdom of metal began to darken. When they confronted Zagaga, it was too late. He had embraced pure evil. The 4 decided his gate had to be destroyed. Hikaru's voice lowers, her words heavy. Zagaga had grown so strong that he single-handedly fought all 4 guardians. For days they battled until the 4 finally triumphed and destroyed Zagaga's gate. Rose's eyes widen in amazement. Whoa, badass. Hikaru smiles faintly. But the battle took its toll. The guardians didn't have the strength to end Zagaga that day, and he still had his magic. He cast them out of his kingdom, and from that day forward, he began raising his army. Dark, twisted creatures born from his magic, loyal to him alone. He waged war on the 4 kingdoms, trying to gain access to their gates. To fight him, the 4 raised great beasts like Shinzai to aid in their defense. Rose exhales shakily. I don't think I'm up to this. Neither did I, Rose, Hikaru says softly. Neither did I. You must never go there, Rose, Hikaru says firmly, her eyes locked on the Dark Kingdom. You can travel anywhere else. Shinzai will take you wherever you wish, but you must never, ever enter the Nightmare Realm. Do you understand? Rose nods slowly. Okay. I mean it, Rose. Never. Hikaru's voice carries an unyielding seriousness. Rose offers a small, reassuring smile. Okay, Granny Roo. Hikaru blinks, surprised. Granny Roo? Yeah, do you like it? I just came up with it now, Rose says with a small grin. Hikaru's stern expression softens into a smile. I love it, sweetheart. And that is where the episode comes to an end. Dear travelers, Rose now stands on the precipice of despair, facing a terrifying new nightmare. The sinister and manipulative Bathika. Will its relentless mind games shatter Rose's resolve? Could Bathika be the one nightmare that finally brings our brave hero to her knees? Meanwhile, the mysterious dream world begins to unravel, its secrets and history slowly unearthed by the enigmatic Hikaru. Her revelations threaten to shake the foundations of everything Rose has come to know. Shadows deepen, secrets unfurl, and with the fate of reality hanging by a thread. But still one question remains. Will our radiant Rose endure the tempest and rise to see a new dawn? Or will the unseen forces of darkness plunge the world into oblivion? These questions and more will be answered next time, when the legend of the brave Rose continues, only on StarPlanet Darkside. Until our paths cross again, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Don't forget to visit blinkyboy.shop for the latest lines and designs. And while you're at it, please visit enterstarplanet.com for more. I thank you for spending this time with us. I have been your host, Arius Valo. See you in the shadows, my love.
So that was episode 4, Trini.
Yeah, cool. This backstory thing is getting pretty interesting.
Oh, cool.
Even though I hate metal, I like how Zagaga's gate was the metal one. It's a nice touch.
Well, like always, we'll continue on the next episode, okay?
Okay, cool.
Well, time to finish up this episode. Hey, if you've made it this far, let Trini know how excited you are to watch her cover Fist of the Last Seaman
I'm not doing
on
Fist
the
of
next
the
Manga
Last Seaman.
Subterranea. Let her know in the comments.
Dude, just finish the show already.
You just can't have fun with you, Trini.
Until next time, stay punk, and if you're not punk, become punk and then stay that way. So next time I see you, I know you've stayed awesome. Good night, true champions of the cause.
Bye, everyone.
Feel the energy.